Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. We start with the central bank's latest decision regarding its base rate, which remains unchanged at 3.5%, marking the longest rate freeze streak. In the meantime, South Korea's growth outlook for this year has been slightly cut to 2.4%. Our correspondent Lee Soo-jin has the numbers.
The Bank of Korea has held its benchmark interest rate steady at 3.5% in a decision that was announced on Thursday following the second Monetary Policy Committee meeting of the second half of the year.
We have unanimously decided that it would be appropriate to maintain our current monetary tightening stance while inflation is slowing, because we need to monitor the impact that real estate policies and global risk aversion will have on financial stability.
This is the 13th time in a row that the BOK has decided not to change the rate, its longest rate freeze streak. The base rate was last raised in January 2023 to the current 3.5% and has been left steady since then. The rate freeze decision this month comes despite inflation remaining in the 2% range for 4 straight months. Recent data shows that the country's consumer price index, a key gauge of inflation, rose 2.6% in July compared to the same month last year. This is higher than it was in June, though, when consumer prices rose by 2.4%. There are also ongoing concerns about growing household debt and housing prices. Data released by the Bank of Korea on Tuesday showed that the country's balance of household credit, an indicator of household debt, reached the highest level on record on a quarterly basis, mostly due to mortgages. This comes as home prices in Seoul went up by 0.76% compared to the previous month, the largest rise seen since December 2019, according to the Korea Real Estate Board. The BOK's decision was also influenced by the U.S. Central Bank, which in its most recent meeting decided to keep interest rates unchanged. The Fed, however, is widely expected to cut interest rates from as early as September.
Recent revisions have shown that while the U.S. labor market is not bad, it's not as strong as the preliminary figures made it out to be. The BOK will follow in the meeting on October to lower Korea's interest rates by the same 25 basis points.
Also on Thursday, the BOK lowered its economic growth outlook for this year to 2.4% from 2.5%. The BOK said that it did so because the previous forecast was based on large growth in the first quarter, which is mostly due to temporary factors. And this year's inflation forecast was also lowered to 2.5%. Moving forward, the Bank of Korea says it will remain vigilant in keeping inflation under control and will decide on the timing of rate cuts while monitoring economic growth. Lee Soo-jin, Arirang News.